Hello, everyone. It's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and welcome to the Streaming Wasteland here on the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network. And this is my weekly show where each Friday I pick a streaming service and three previously released films from that service. And hopefully, by the end of this episode, you have a whole weekend worth of movies to go check out. And this week, I'm going to be diving into Amazon Prime Video, which, one of the more popular ones because, everybody has free shipping for Amazon Prime. And this has such a wide range of different types of content. But we're going to be diving deep into old Hollywood with this one, with dabbling in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And let's get started with 1936's romantic comedy, My Man Godfrey. And this is from director Gregory LaCava, starring William Powell and Carol Lombard. And this film focuses on a scatterbrained socialite hires a vagrant as a family butler. But there's more to Godfrey than meets the eye. And this is such an interesting concept of like a rich person hiring a homeless person to be their butler. And like, would you make a film like this today? Probably not. But I do think that they make the most out of this strange concept, and it does deliver plenty of humor. I think there's some charming banter with Powell and Lombard. You have Alice Brady and Gail Patrick as well, who are members of the Bullock family, and Eugene Pallett with his big, bolsterous screen presence as a character actor, certainly bringing the goods as well. I think William Powell is very charismatic as Godfrey, and it's interesting watching him call out this family and putting them in their place and really making them think about their place in society. And this film does navigate those societal and class divides in an interesting way, especially for the 1930s. And Lombard is a very charismatic counterpart for Powell in this film, and their dynamic grows and grows, and you get invested. And we do find out more about Godfrey's past and how he fits into this class structure. But this is an engaging classic film that's sharp, quick-witted, and has that humor while having that extra layer of thematic exploration. And this whole family dynamic is fun as well. You engage, you have a good time, and this is quite the charming classic of old Hollywood cinema. Next up, we're going to jump over to 1944 for Billy Wilder's film noir Double Indemnity. An insurance representative is seduced by a dissatisfied housewife into a scheme of insurance fraud and murder that arouses the suspicion of his colleague, a claims investigator. And this film has that classic noir where Fred McMurray as Walter Neff begins the film at the end of the story and going back and telling us how he went through this whole thing. And Billy Wilder is excellent with his writing and story structure, his quick, dark wit, and also the twists and turns of this dark and twisted noirish story. And it's engaging, it's engrossing, it puts you on edge. This train and what happened and what didn't happen, what witnesses saw and what didn't see, and is Phyllis Dietrichson, played by Barbara Stanwyck, who is absolutely incredible as this femme fatale of this film. She is sexy, she is alluring, she is dangerous. And Stanwyck just brings that energy. And should Walter trust this woman who's quick to murder her husband for insurance fraud? And their connection is complex and engaging. And then, of course, you have Edward G. Robinson as Barton Keyes, this claims investigator. Say, and Robinson is one of the best of that generation, one of the best of that era of Hollywood. And he just brings a weight and a presence to this role as he navigates the suspicions around his colleague in this strange circumstance. And will they get away with it? Will Keyes figure things out? Will Walter, get the girl and navigate this complex dangerous, murderous, treacherous situation. And Billy Wilder just pulls the audience in from start to finish with his sharp dialogue and just compelling story structure and character work. This is an all-time classic. This is one of the blueprints of noir for a reason. And this is one of those types of old Hollywood films that ages like fine wine. Lastly, we're going to jump to the 50s to 1956 for this other noir, this heist caper from, you guessed it, Stanley Kubrick in an early film. It's The Killing. And this film is intense. It's raw. That sharp black and white cinematography just pulls you in. And over the course of just an hour and 24 minutes, you are on edge from start to finish. There's iconic elements of this heist film and how this is going to be pulled off. Will things fall apart? Will they get away with it? And Kubrick has this intensity that he drenches this whole entire film in. This is sharp filmmaking. This is impressive filmmaking. This is one of those types of films you want to look at how you do a heist film and you want to see how you make the most of less than 90 minutes of screen time, that's The Killing. Kubrick just crafts this film to perfection. Sterling Hayden as Johnny Clay, this powerful presence, this tall, towering man leading this crew, the iconography of just the clown masks and everything, which obviously was homaged in The Dark Knight to the beginning, and how the heist is played out, how we see it played through with this sharp screenwriting. And you have the likes of legendary character actors like Elijah Cook Jr. thrown in there. And this might not have the biggest names across the board, but everybody comes, does their thing. Each of these characters has their own little arcs. We invest, we care, we fear for them. Some of them deserve their comeuppance. Some of them we just hope get out okay. Colleen Gray is a nice addition in this film as well. This is a perfect mix of noir and heist film. It balances those tones perfectly, and Kubrick delivers an engrossing, compelling, and thrilling experience that's all jam-packed in 84 minutes in quite the impressive way. Because Crook Johnny Clay, when he assembles his five-man team to execute a daring racetrack robbery, things go wrong, things go awry, and the audience is gripped by all of the twists and turns along the way. But that's a wrap for another episode of the Streaming Wasteland, and let's do a little summation. So, we're highlighting Amazon Prime Video this week, and specifically a bunch of old Hollywood. We have 1936's My Man Godfrey, we have 1944's Double Indemnity, and 1956's The Killing. And thank you all for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and share on this episode. What's your favorite old school rom-com from the early ages of Hollywood? What's your go-to noir film? And what's your go-to heist film? And make sure to to follow or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. The SPM Crew Podcasting Network is ever expanding. There's so many shows that we have with all different types of interests. There's something for everybody, especially if you love movies. And if you want to join the crew by becoming a guest on one of these shows or by starting your own podcast because you have an idea, make sure to reach out to us, email us at our website. And if you like our logo, check out High Flyer Creative for all your digital marketing needs. But most importantly, thank you as always for tuning in and supporting the streaming wasteland here on the SPM Crew Podcasting Network.